Good evening, Commanders. I was at a market recently.
So you come to this little stall in Leek, owned by Steve, there we go. And I've been coming here for a good couple of years now, picking up things, and you can get them so cheap and really, how to put it, the condition's always good here as well, and he'll save stuff for you.
And I found something that I both found odd and exciting at the same time. Have you ever found something odd and exciting at the same time? And it was this. Don't worry, it is only a model. And here it is. This is from Airfix, of all people. I do dimly remember this type of thing coming out, but not in any great detail. And it's a science fiction Airfix model. Let's have a look at the instructions. You see, as I say, got a second out of a market stall. There you go. So, you know, holes in the papers here, but you know that doesn't matter. As I say, it's I don't know when this was bought out or anything like that. I think Airfix got taken over shortly after this. I'm not sure, so we don't see much of this type of thing anymore. But it's this is instructions, kind of universal instructions for a number of different kits. There's a heavy walker there, which I might have somewhere in the collection, and this is for like a spider mech almost. Look, how cool is that? You put together, it looks like I haven't got a spring. There's like a little spring-loaded thing for it there as well. That's not actually what I want it for. I want it for a war game that I play called Konflikt 47 and other science fiction things that I might use it for. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that. Let's have a quick look at the sprue, shall we? So here's the sprue. Amazingly big guns. I think you'll agree. Maybe other wargame manufacturers setting a precedent there. If we know of any other companies that oversize the guns and weapons on their models, maybe maybe some inspiration has been taken from that. So other than that, we've got what looks to be seating for these here legs. 6 of them, a real insect droid or insect mech. This is. So that's pretty ace, I think, is that I'm promised an insect mech and I do get an insectoid mech. It looks to be a kind of wire cockpit for the walker. And the particular walker I want to represent in a war game is open topped as well, so that's quite useful. I won't put any windows on that. I'll leave that as it is. So say the big guns, some sort of mounting there. I don't know what that's for yet. This looks to be part of the superstructure there, and then we have some sort of underslung secondary weapon system there. I bet that goes underneath. And then these other bits, I'm not sure what they are yet, so I look forward to seeing what they do. So let's have a go at putting it together, shall we? I will need caliburn. So one of the first things I notice putting this together, call that the front there, I think, is that these little ball joints here just, look, push fit in. There you go, look at that. Well, I'm impressed. Leave you my model posable. Nice. Nice firm fit too. Oops. There we are, look at that. Even more insectoid because I can move the legs about. Very impressive. So there she is, my new Airfix insectoid spider tank. It says spider in the designation, so let's not count legs, shall we? It does look pretty cool, the legs, and what's really interesting about the model itself that I really enjoyed is that I didn't have to use a drop of glue on it. It's made for it. Look, shake that all day, that won't come apart. I'm sure it will with time, but that doesn't matter. See how squeaky those legs are? They fit in really nice and they're going to stay there for a good while. Chin mounted gun moves there. The cockpit opens there. I'm going to put, I think, a para in for a World War II para trooper in there for a particular game that I play that's based on kind of an alternative future World War II game, Konflikt 47. And then even these big guns on the back are articulated like that. I think once upon a time, the original model kit, you could put a spring in there and put little bullets in and they'd fire out like a toy. So how ace is that? So the thing is kind of part model, part toy, which I think is really ace. So I can kind of put it in poses on the battlefield. I can have it rearing up like that to fire over something, or I can have it down ready to ambush someone to designate that it's in an ambush position or something like that, couldn't I? That'd be really ace. Or I can just enjoy the fact that I can pose it as I want. So thanks for joining me as I put this scuttly little vehicle together. And remember, as you pilot your multi-limbed walker into the battlefield of the far future, do keep your legs out the way of each other, because it's quite easy to trip. Take care.